Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry about this angle if it's a little bit weird. We're gonna ignore the box in the background. I don't like filming during the day because my lighting in here gets like real streaky and I hate it. And it's super streaky in my usual angle that I sit. So I had to get the lighting out of the way. And so yeah, this is why we're here. But anyways, we're not going to be here very long anyways, because today we're going to be doing a rapid fire book tag. It's like 25 questions in 5 minutes. Like that's the goal. I saw this tag on iSamwise, and the questions on this one are a little bit different because he didn't put the questions in the description. I mean, I don't either, so I'm not like blaming. But I don't want to like rewatch his video and type out all the questions. So I just Googled 25 questions in 5 minutes booktube. And so it gave me a list of questions that are very similar, but some of them are a little bit different. So I will still link his video in the description because that's where I got the idea. And we'll just go with the fact that it's a little bit different. But anyways, so here we go. I will be looking at my computer as usual because it's right here. I have all the questions. So, anyways, first question. Series or standalone? Really depends. I really love a series because like you can really like get invested a little bit more. I love a standalone because you get done. I like getting done. Um all of my favorite books are series. So let's just go series. Not too long though. I don't need it to be too long. Bookmarks or dog ears? I use bookmarks. I don't really dog ear. I used to dog ear quite a bit, but I don't really dog ear anymore. Judge a book by its cover? Yes or no? Absolutely, I will judge a book by its cover. Pretty much any book that I will read that I like picked up on my own, it's because of the cover. The cover intrigued me, or the title intrigued me, and so I pick it up. One of my favorite books, Malice. It's white and it has a sword on it, and I went to the bookstore like multiple times, and I would see this book, and I was like intrigued. So definitely will judge a book by its cover. Buy or borrow books? I'd rather just buy it. I have had my books be borrowed and then they get lost, and so I would just rather buy them so I don't have to have the responsibility. And plus, sometimes I'm really slow at reading them, and I don't want to borrow somebody's book for like 5 months while I read this book. So definitely gonna buy. Audiobook, ebook, or physical book? I would much rather do a physical book. However, if I'm going to get any reading done, it needs to be an audiobook because we all know, we've been here long enough, we know that I don't physically read a whole lot just because it's hard for me to sit down and do it. So I would have to go audiobook just for convenience, but I would definitely prefer a physical book. Read in one sitting or over multiple days? I don't know the last time I read a book in a single sitting, so I would definitely have to go with reading over multiple days. What was the last book you finished? The Last Mrs. Parrish, I think. That was so good. So good. I loved that book so much. Deceit, infiltrating somebody's life, man stealing. Yeah, no, it was fantastic. What are you currently reading? I am currently really finishing the second book of the first Law Before They Are Hanged. I have got like 4.5 hours left of this audiobook, and so I've been cleaning today and I've been listening to it. Like, I'm getting done with this book, so definitely working on it. Favorite book to movie or TV adaptation? Oh, is it cliche to go with Harry Potter? I think that's the only thing that I've read that I really like loved the movie and the book for. Probably looking at my shelves. Yeah. Yeah. Like if they're going with like love the books and love the series, yes. A lot of my favorite series that I've loved, I didn't read the books. And my favorite movies that were books, I didn't like the books. So definitely have to go with Harry Potter, I guess. Book you've reread the most? Again, probably a Harry Potter book or Aragon. I loved Aragon. I reread that thing 1,000 times. So probably Aragon. Let's go Aragon. Favorite childhood book? I mean, Aragon, Harry Potter. I loved like Anne of Green Gables, Pollyanna, like the little like children's classics. I read those all the time. Book everyone loves, but you dislike. I'm tired of always saying Sarah J. Maas. So pause briefly while I think about it. Red Rising. Let's go with Red Rising. I was getting ready to like look up popular books. I could have some ideas. Red Rising. I didn't like Red Rising. I also didn't like Leviathan Wakes as much as everybody else. Everyone seems to really love them. I just didn't care. Multiple point of view or single point of view. I love multiple point of views, especially in my romance books. Oh my gosh. I love getting it from both sides. So definitely multiple point of views. Read with music or listen in silence. I'm mostly silence. I don't listen to a ton of music, so mostly silence. If you had to recommend one book, what would it be? Oh my gosh. Right now, I would recommend The Last Mrs. Parrish. I loved that book so much. It was fantastic. So definitely read it. Okay, we're in the home stretch. Favorite genre? Right now, I'm really getting into thrillers, so that's kind of what I'm going for right now. Fantasy will always be like my go-to, and I really like romances, contemporary romance, but thrillers is definitely where it's at right now. Least favorite genre? Mystery. Like the crime detectives. Like I don't read any of those for thrillers either because I don't know. They just don't seem interesting. Favorite author? Joe Abercrombie, John Gwynne. Yeah, those two. Those are fantastic. Dream fictional world to live in. Ooh, I don't even know. I don't know that I would want to live in any of these worlds. Actually, if I was gonna live in one of these worlds, I would probably live in John Gwynne's newest world. I don't even know what it's called, but his Bloodsworn saga. Oh my gosh, I always call it a saga. It's not a saga. It's a trilogy. I think Bloodsworn saga just sounds better. It really should have been 4 books, but I love that world. I think that's fantastic, and it's not so like grimdark like the first law that I feel like I'd die. So I think I would like to be there. First book or series that you got you into reading? I have no idea. Probably little children's classics. I remember reading like Roger Rabbit when I was like a toddler. I read some of the Magic Treehouse books. I think those little illustrated classics are probably the biggest thing that got me into reading. Do you have a reading routine? No, not at all. I love a routine, but it's just reading. I don't know. What's your go-to comfort read? I'm not really sure right now. I will tell. So a couple years ago, I got fired from like a really important job and like depressed. So you know what I read? I read Six of Crows. That is like grim, dark, young adult fantasy, and that's what I read to make myself feel better. So probably now it'd probably be First Law, Joe Abercrombie, maybe. I don't know. Do you annotate your books? Sometimes, not really. I annotated Beartown after I read it because I just really loved it and I had so many thoughts. But I'm not a huge annotator. Where do I usually read? In the car because I'm mostly doing audiobooks. And then what was the first book you remember reading? I think Roger Rabbit. I remember my older brother reading it to me, and then the little children's illustrated classics. But so that's all the questions, and I am currently at almost 10 minutes of film time. And I don't know that this will edit down to under 6, 7 minutes because I know I had a fairly long intro. So I don't know that I accomplished the goal, but you know what? That's not too bad. My hair is ridiculous. That's not too bad. Anyways, this was fun. If you want to do it, then consider yourself tagged. It doesn't have a tag question, and I don't really tag a whole lot of people, anyways. So, did you enjoy this? What are some of your answers to these questions? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.